KY3 News starts now.
Good evening, I'm Paul Adler. The National Weather Service confirms a deadly EF3 tornado tore a path through Boone and Marion County, Arkansas. The tornado grew to nearly 12 football fields wide on Sunday morning. It spent 37 minutes on the ground. Peak wind speeds at 145 miles per hour. 4 people died, and the storm left 1 person injured. The National Weather Service has confirmed this tornado, this one here, as an EF1. It hit in Texas County last night. It formed around 5 p.m. yesterday, lasted for 23 minutes. Now, no one got hurt or killed in this particular tornado. One family says they're thankful for the large amount of community support. They lost their home and business in this storm. Michael Hoffman takes us into the damage.
Well, all you'll have to do is just take a look behind me. There used to be an auto body shop here, More Performance LLC. Now the owners say it's gone, and with it, nearly $100,000 in equipment. Their home was also hit. The storm ripped off the roof and shifted its foundation. They tell me it's a total loss. But on this Memorial Day, while many are celebrating our nation's veterans, a veteran decided to help a friend sort through the rubble of what was once their home.
How cool is this to be able to help out this way? And for my son to see that on Memorial Day, this will be something he remembers the rest of his life, being able to witness this and how, once again, just kind of helping each other out.
The homeowners did not want to go on camera, but they do tell me that all the community support has been a massive help, and that thank you just isn't enough. For KY3, I'm Michael Hoffman. Back to you.
Tragic news out of Yellville, Arkansas tonight. James Duncan, a 6th grader, died in the recent EF3 tornado early Sunday morning. The Yellville School District says James brought joy, laughter, and kindness to everyone he encountered. 13 tornadoes tore through our viewing area on May 26th. Convoy of Hope is helping with the recovery. Workers with the Disaster Relief Agency are loading food, water, and cleaning supplies on that truck right there. It's their 3rd shipment bound for the Yellville area. That's just this week. Previous trucks contain things you might not expect as part of a relief response, like yard tools.
You say, you know what, they have a rake, or they would have this, they clean their yards already. But what would 2 additional rakes mean for 2 additional people to come help their neighbors clean their yards? So having additional things like that just lends to the ability of serving neighbors, friends helping friends.
Workers with Convoy don't yet know how long they'll be sending help to Marion County, but they say they'll be there as long as the area needs the help. And a family of 4 in Baxter County is reeling tonight after a separate EF3 tornado flipped the camper they lived in. You can see some of the damage there. One child got seriously injured when Sunday morning storms blew through this area. Hayden Savage joins us live from the RV park tonight where the family lived. And Hayden, how are they doing tonight, including that child?
Yeah, hey, good evening, Paul. Right behind me here is actually what's left of that trailer here in Baxter County. Travis Russell and Crystal Sewell and their 2 kids, that's where they laid their head at night. And after seeing the damage left behind, they say they're glad they're alive.
Said, Mom, I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
Travis and Crystal were awake around 4 o'clock Sunday morning right before the tornado hit.
He opened the door again, and right as he went to take a step, the camper started doing its wobbling thing.
The winds picked up the camper and threw the family out the door. Then just seconds later, the camper landed on top of them.
The camper, it lifted up, it flipped over on top of us, but with us being in the doorway.
The 2 did their best to protect their 6-year-old daughter Leah and 2-year-old son Trey, but after the storm had passed, the kids weren't right beside them. They searched across the RV park for their 2 kids, and Leah was found with a broken leg.
She was laying like 6 foot away from me, but I couldn't hardly see her because it was so dark. And she said, my leg's broken, I can't move.
My right leg was broken, and then I tried to move it, and it hurted so bad.
Due to downed trees and damage in the road, it took first responders quite some time to get to the family to treat them.
They did everything they could to get to us, but it took about 4 hours for them to actually get to my daughter. and we had issues getting her out of the house because of all the debris.
All 4 sustained injuries, but none were life-threatening. They were treated for their injuries, and Leah was taken by helicopter to Children's Hospital in Little Rock, but was released a few days ago. They're now staying with a relative in Salesville and are on the road to recovery.
We're fine, but we're healing up and stuff.
For people like the Russell family who were displaced by the tornado, a resource center is open at the Salesville Fire Department.
Thousands are without power down here in Berry County tonight. Severe storms tore through that area early Sunday morning. So if you take a look at the outage map here, we get the latest updates from Berry County. This has actually gone up a little bit since I checked it about an hour ago. It's 6,900 in the Berry County Cassville area without power at this moment. KY3 Charmel Odell talked with people about the way they're getting by without electricity. She joins us live now from Cassville. Charmel.
Paul, during the daylight hours, people have been getting by just fine. It isn't until later on that people realize how much we depend on electricity. Now, take a look at this nearly 100-year-old tree that has fallen and blocked this road. I'm told massive trees like that one is the reasoning for the massive outages.
I felt my home shake. I felt it shake. One time I said, oh no.
Awakened by strong winds, McIntyre got out of bed and thought fast.
I got my jacket, my umbrella, my flashlight, the things, I forgot my medicine, but anyway. That's the first thing you do. You get the things you have to have.
KY3 News starts now.
Tearing up the entire city on the south side of Joplin right now. Back up! I am!
Today marks 13 years since an EF5 tornado ripped through Joplin. A federal agency reported years of false tornado alarms led many Missouri residents to ignore the initial warning sirens there. And some of you are feeling fatigued right now by the constant severe storm chances. Nicolette Zangara is live, and she looks at this very dangerous way to think. Nicolette.
Paul, it only takes one storm to alter somebody's life forever. While it may not have been you this time or the last time, there will always be a next time. And this year has been especially very active. We're only about halfway through 2024, and we have already surpassed the amount of tornado warnings issued in 2022 and 2023 combined. Decision-making in the event of a storm can make the difference between life and death. Having a plan ahead of time, regardless if you implement it or not, is key. This is the case whether you're at home, work, or in between. While emergency management operates the sirens, the National Weather Service designates when and where the warnings are issued.
Severe weather's not a matter if, it's when you're going to be impacted, and there may be some situations where you're just missed by a few miles, or there may be some situations where the storm weakens.
Weather is always changing, sometimes for the better and sometimes for worse. There are countless factors being considered in issuing a warning, and it's not as easy as flipping a switch.
Warnings are issued based upon radar, also based upon information that we receive from spotters in the field, as well as information from our partners, and also information that we have from a scientific standpoint of what the atmosphere is like right now and how that atmosphere is going to be changing over the coming minutes and hours.
The bottom line is everyone should take storms by a case-by-case basis. Don't let one busted forecast impact how you respond to a warned storm. Remember, it's better to be prepared and safe rather than unprepared and at risk. Reporting live at the National Weather Service in Springfield, Nicolette Zangara, KY3 News.